Hey everyone, and welcome back. So in this tutorial, I'm going to go through the second part of picking your course software and why I chose Kartra to run my entire business. So I previously used Teachable. I had looked into Kajabi. I had kind of dabbled with some other software programs, and I'm going to share why I ultimately chose Kartra. You definitely want to go with something that works for you, but here's my story on why I chose Kartra. So I'm going to break down the costs and everything, but overall, why I ended up going with an all-in-one platform that is Kartra is because it was, in my opinion, a really good value, and I ended up saving money. It had features for a new business just starting out, but I know that it will also support me all through my journey as I continue to grow. So it helped me when I was just starting to kind of put the pieces together to see how I could automate my course sales. And it has grown with me as I grow and scale my course and my business. And there are people who use Kartra who are running multi-million dollar businesses. So I know that I will be safe and good for a long, long time. So, again, no software program is perfect. It has its limitations, it has things that I wish would be fixed, it has little annoyances that are frustrating, but overall, I'm very impressed with Kartra. I also think that if you have not joined the Facebook group is a huge value to Kartra users. They are very responsive. People are helping each other. They want you to learn the software. People put your questions when you have questions. They help you. They do a lot of trainings, and it's just a lot of other business owners sharing their great ideas. So I have been really impressed with the Kartra Facebook group, and honestly, that's probably the main reason why I stick with them, because I love the customer support. So so let's get more into it. So I'd be grateful if you decide to go in the direction of Kartra or Show It or any other platforms I recommend. I'd be so grateful. I know I mention this all the time, but and it's not to be sleazy, but I would be so grateful if you use my affiliate links, because it really does help support my business. I really only promote companies and products that I truly love, and just literally clicking through my link will help me support my business. And so I really do appreciate it. And I know sometimes you forget to use affiliate links, and no big deal. So if you signed up and didn't use my affiliate link, just message Kartra and let them know, Kartra support, and let them know that I referred you. So no big deal, but thank you so much. I do appreciate every affiliate that comes through. Okay, so before Kartra, this is what I was using on the left. And I started because Teachable was the cheapest. And I was like, well, this is pretty cheap. I can create my course and I don't even have to pay. This is amazing. And then, when I do pay, it's pretty cheap. But because I was a new course creator, I was not aware of all the in-depth things that you need to create and have to create and launch a course. So I thought, oh, I just need a quick little course platform, no big deal. And slowly but surely, my monthly costs went up and up and up and up. And I was like, wait a minute, what is even happening? And then I remember the day I was trying to I was connecting my lead pages to my Teachable account, and they weren't connecting, and I was so frustrated, and I had spent 2 hours on a YouTube video, and I said, you know what? I'm done. I can't figure this out. So basically, I was using Teachable as a standalone course software platform. And I will say, over the years, Teachable has gotten a lot better from when I was using it. But I really didn't love Teachable's sales pages, and I hated how they were formatted. You had like no creativity, because it's really a course platform, not a sales page provider. So that's why I invested, I think it was $42 a month at the time, in Lead Pages to have a nice sales page. Lead Pages is a great sales page provider. However, that was extra costs. So I had Teachable, I had my website and Squarespace. I was using ConvertKit for email lists and landing pages as well. So I did end up getting rid of Lead Pages. Anyway, I was using this feature called Countdown Timer to make countdowns on my emails. I was using EverWebinar. I was using a chat widget so people could message me and say, hey, I've got a question or something. Because all these systems were separate, I had to use a program called Zapier, which then connected the programs. And it's not to say Zapier was bad. Zapier, I think, is a free tool, and I still use Zapier today, but it isn't, I barely use it in a different way. I was having to use Zapier to connect all of my platforms. And then I was using SurveyMonkey to create surveys or quizzes. So all of this, it was just a lot to learn, right? And then I signed up for Kartra. I got rid of my Squarespace website and actually hosted my Kartra website up until recently. So most of my beginning parts of my business for the first 3 years, I didn't actually even have an extra website platform. I hosted it on Kartra and still made sales. I'm now transitioning to a Show It website to just up my game a little bit more, and it's just a little bit extra expense. So, but for the most part, I have Kartra and a website and it runs my entire business. In Kartra, I'll talk to you about this. I'm on the growth plan, which is the second, or the professional plan. I can't remember what it's called, but the second tier up. And I do get surveys and quizzes, and I do get a help desk, which we'll talk about. But basically, it replaced everything on the left for me. So I ended up saving money, which is insane to me. Okay, so I'm going to go over the plans. There's 2 plans I'm going to go over. There are 3 plans total. If you need the highest plan, definitely check their website. It's very clear on what you get with each plan. This is obviously as of 5/14/24. They change their tiers and models occasionally, what you get with each plan, or the names or the pricing. So just make sure you check the site to get the latest and greatest. But for the most part, this is going to be what you get with the starter plan. So just to start off, it's $119 a month if you pay monthly, or it works out to $99 per month if paid upfront for the year in one lump sum if you have the budget. Now, obviously, a lot of people, when they first start out, they start with the $119 a month, totally understandable. And then as their business grows, they want to save some money, and then they end up doing the upfront cost, which can really save you a lot of money by doing the $99 per month. So that's what I recommend, starting at the $119 and then upgrading when you have the business cash. And to be honest, $99 a month is very affordable for everything you get, in my opinion. I think it really is a great value for everything if you can run an entire business for $99 a month. But yes, I totally understand the upfront. That may seem like a lot when you're just starting out. But I will go through some of the features and the benefits. So you get unlimited pages and forms. So think about it. Sales pages, thank you pages. You could create a website, podcast pages, training pages, any kind of form, which is basically opt-in forms to get on your email list. Unlimited. There's no, restriction on that. A lot of these pages are also mobile optimized, so you can actually preview what the site is going to look like on mobile and then make some changes if needed, which I really appreciate because not every provider does this. And as you know, a lot of people come to you through your mobile phone. So we definitely want to have mobile optimized pages wherever possible. You have unlimited email and email sequences. This is also a big one, especially on a starter plan. You can send as many emails as you want and set up as many email sequences. You have one language. So if you want more than one language, you will have to upgrade to the next tier. But most people just need one language. Then you can host one domain on Kartra and on the starter plan, and you can create a website if needed. Basically, a website is just a bunch of pages that you connect to create a website. So it's pretty simple, and you can create something simple through Kartra if you're just starting out and need a website. You can host unlimited videos in Kartra, which is amazing. And I basically use it as kind of like a video library, and anything I need to upload and connect for freebies or trainings or workshops or masterclasses or my course, it's all in Kartra, which is incredible. You can then house a course or membership. I don't believe there's a limit on the amount of courses that you can host. Again, check the website just to be sure. But they used to have a limit on this, and I don't think there is anymore. And so really amazing to host as many products as you want with the course or membership. You can have unlimited products to sell. So a product is essentially anything you can link to a checkout, right? So maybe you want to create a course or membership, which is obviously part of this course. But if you also take one-on-one clients, I take one-on-one clients, and that's how I get paid, is through Kartra as well. So you don't need a separate software. You can do digital products, you can do physical products, a lot of things you can do through Kartra. They have a basic calendar. So if you want to set up different meeting types, there is a basic calendar function. If you do need a lot of calendar flexibility and a lot of features, I still would recommend something like Acuity or Calendly. But, if you need a basic calendar, there is a function there. It also, on the starter plan, houses your leads up to 2,500 contacts. Of course, if you have more than that, you will have to go to the next plan up. But for most people in this course, you're just starting out, or you're just getting, don't have 2,500 contacts yet. So, you'll be good for a long time on this plan. The starter plan has advanced analytics, which I really love. You can look at the analytics of, how your pages are performing, how many visitors you're getting, what are your sales for the year? What are your sales for the last 3 months? What are your sales for, the quarter? A lot of different sales metrics, email metrics, things like that. Who's opening? What are the deliverability rates as a percentage and a number? Lots of different analytics you can do in Kartra. You can host 5 team members. So if you've got virtual assistants or anything like that you need in your group, up to 5 team members on the starter plan, which is very generous. And then you have countdowns. So when you're creating pages, if you wanted to have like a little countdown, like doors close in 3 days, something like that, you can do countdowns. So a lot of things on that starter plan. I also want to go over the payments in Kartra, because this was a feature that I also really appreciated with Kartra. So it connects with Stripe or PayPal. I use Stripe, but that's going to be your payment processor. It can take flexible payment options. So you can set up trials. Like if you had a membership, you could have like a $1 trial for the first month, or you could do a lower payment for the first month and then take larger payments later. You could also take a bigger payment up front for your course and then do smaller payments or something like that. They have payment plans, installments, recurring payments, monthly, weekly, quarterly, yearly, I think even 2-year payments. So lots of different options on however you need to get paid. Again, I'm able to sell one-on-one services, digital products, courses. There's no hidden transaction fees. So Kartra does not take extra transaction fees on their basic plan, which is very different than some course providers out there and some software programs. They do take maybe even upwards of 5% of your earnings. So that really adds up quickly if you're making a lot of sales, which I hope you are. So we don't want any transaction fees with our software. Now the exception is, and I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but Stripe or PayPal does have transaction fees that you can't get around that. So that's just something you're going to have to do anyway. But as far as your software, you do not want Kartra or any other software to take transaction fees. They have a self-billing portal, so you can actually have a link that you can send members or subscribers that they can cancel their subscription. They can get a refund if you have this toggled on. If you have it toggled off, they can't do this. They can change their credit card information, they can cancel, do whatever they need to do so that you don't have to go into the back end and kind of be a help desk. So you can actually send that to them, this link, and they can do that themselves, which is amazing. There's also the ability to add terms and conditions in Kartra. So as someone's checking off a box to say, yes, I want to buy this digital product, you can put terms and conditions right there, which I really love, so that just protects you legally, or if you had some kind of disclaimer, medical disclaimer or something like that when people are signing up. You can put refund policies. There are refund policies. You can have like a 30-day refund policy, and you assign that to that product, and then they can't cancel beyond that 30 days. So Kartra will actually like do the math for you. You can also have the ability to do coupons as well, coupon codes, of course. And then what I like about the course, and this is all things you're not going to learn on their website, this is just from experience, is I really like the look of the course and the membership area. It feels like a true learning experience to me. It feels like you're in like this training module, this training course, and then you go through the modules and the lessons, and you can have one tier of modules, which then goes into lessons and then sub lessons. So you can really dive deeply into training content, and a course can hold a lot of information without looking cluttered or overwhelming, which is really nice. It's very flexible, and this is why I chose Kartra over Kajabi just personally. I liked the look of the course better than Kajabi, but also you can add audio, video, downloads, resources, links, buttons, images, text, headlines, whatever you want to add into your course. And it's kind of a blank slate, so you can kind of drag and drop how you want it. Do you want an image first and then some text and then a download button? Do you want the download button first and then kind of a headline and then an image or a video? Like you create the course how you want it, which I really love the flexibility in that. It automatically delivers login information and a welcome email when people sign up when you're creating your course, which is great. You can also offer free modules to your students, or tiered content or different content level at different price points. So a lot of you want like group programs or VIP programs or tiered content, which we talked about way in the beginning of the course. You can do this all in Kartra. It's very simple to set up free modules where people can take a little taste of your training style, maybe watch 1 or 2 modules for free, and then they can upgrade. They've got tiered content and different content levels that you can have, like, okay, this is your standard level, this is the VIP level, and then you can assign different price points to every level. And then you can call out highlights to give homework or key points for them to remember. So there's a little highlight box. So let's say you've got your lesson, your video lesson, some text, and then there's like a little box. You can do like key action items or things to remember to just highlight extra text, which is really nice. So a lot of different options to create your course how you want it to look. Okay, so let's dive into the growth plan. Some of you may need the growth plan right away. Some of you may need to hold off, and that's great. That would be great. But just wanted to go over this as well. So this, at this point, is $229 a month, or $189 if per month if paid yearly. This is the plan that I'm on, and you do get some extra features once your business is at this point where you can afford this, and that's amazing. And if you think about it, like, yes, $189 per month is a lot of money, but hopefully you are bringing in so much money that like $189 for everything that you're getting is not that much. And if you actually look at the cost of all these other software programs you may need, again, it all adds up. All these little $24 per month software programs add up for sure. So if you think about everything you're getting with Kartra, it really is a value. And again, not a lot of you will need the growth plan right away. You can definitely run your business for years and years and years on that starter plan, okay? But with the growth plan, you get everything that I just mentioned on that first starter plan, but then you also get surveys and quizzes, which I use all the time to basically capture testimonials from my students, to get feedback like, hey, I'm launching this product. I'd love to know what you think, to do like a one-on-one kind of application. Like, do you want to apply to work with me one-on-one? You could create like a little survey. Quizzes, same kind of thing. So I use these all the time. And of course, you can use something like Typeform or Google Forms or something like that, SurveyMonkey. You don't need to use Kartra, right? Like, I would not upgrade just for the surveys and quizzes. But once you get to the growth plan, it is a really great benefit that you can use surveys and quizzes. And what's really cool is in your course, you can actually drag a survey in and it embeds right into your course. So they don't even have to go to another page. They just, like, you could even have like, write your testimonial here, and they just input their testimonial and click submit, and it's embedded right in your course. So I just think that's kind of cool. And I use them all the time. Webinars is a new feature with Kartra. You can have up to 300 attendees, and you can have 6 webinar presenters. And it can, I believe, connect with your Zoom. I'm not sure about that, but look into that if webinars are a feature that you really want. Affiliate management, this is also really great. So again, you don't need to upgrade to the growth plan just for the affiliate, but the affiliate's a nice little bonus that you can actually get referrals and start paying people who promote your course. So what it does is it will give any affiliate that signs up for your course a special link. And when they share your link, there's a certain amount of days that they get credit. And then if someone purchases through their link, it will show up that you need to pay them. And so you set an amount that you want to pay this person. So maybe 20% for all affiliates for commission. And let's say they made a purchase. Kartra will actually track how much you owe them. And then I just pay them through PayPal separately. And then I mark it as paid, and then that's it. So if you had a lot of people promoting your course, that could get overwhelming. Who do I pay? How much do I pay them? Did I pay them yet? All that stuff. Kartra will track all of that for you, which I absolutely love. So if you want an affiliate management system, you will need the growth plan. There's also a help desk, which I use, and I've gotten support tickets where people will say, oh, Emily, I did not get the login details, or can you resend me the course login, or a million other technical issues. I've got a little help desk on the site, and they can just click the little widget and ask me a question. Another great feature of the growth plan. You can have up to 10 team members with the growth plan. You have agency capacity if you're someone who's managing other accounts for people. You've got advanced automations, so even further automations that you can do compared to the starter plan. You've got funnel simulations. You can forecast your funnel earnings and ROI with precision. I have not gotten into this too much, but I think it's a really cool feature if you were someone who's really into mapping out, email funnels and sales funnels, and that's really important to you. You can actually map it out in Kartra and see exactly like the steps and what you would make. So for some people who are more advanced, that's definitely something you may want to look into. So as I said, like, obviously all those features are, in my opinion, worth the money because I'm getting all of that. I just have one single login that I just log into Kartra and it runs my business for the most part. Emails, everything. I do not have to really think outside of that. Now, if you have a separate website, it's super easy to connect Kartra to your website either through a link or through embedding it on your site. But again, if you use your website in Kartra, again, you've got one login. So for me, it's really easy. It's helped me streamline just my brain on how to launch a digital product or a course or whatever, or a masterclass. I do it so quickly now because everything is connected. The links, the emails, the pages, gathering leads and course students, analytics, everything is in Kartra. So I don't have to create something on this page as my sales page and then connect that to my email list. And then if somebody enrolls, how do I know they went from my email list to my course? It's honestly all in Kartra. And so what's amazing is you can actually look at your leads that are coming in and see What emails did they get? What emails did they open? What trainings have they watched? Where did they come from? You can actually look at the log of everything, and because it's all in one, it's like you get really good insights into your business, which I think is just incredible. So just having that streamlined in my brain really has saved me a lot of time, and of course time is money. So it also saves me monthly fees on all of these separate programs. I'd say 90% of my business is run in Kartra now. I really don't have to manage other fees every month. Like, I know what my expenses are for the year because of Kartra. And I believe it will grow with my business. I won't need to upgrade even when I make more money. They're not going to take transaction fees. It's going to grow with me, and they're always adding new features and benefits. And, this may even be out of date. They may even be adding more features as we speak, which is really wonderful. And as I mentioned, the Kartra Facebook group is really great. So I've been a fan. Again, it's not perfect, and there are other programs that do really great things, probably better than Kartra, and there are other things that Kartra does better than them. But I have been really happy with them for the last 3 years, and I don't plan to leave anytime soon. So yeah. And again, as a reminder, every software has fees. I know it seems like a lot, but you really have to look at kind of your return on investment, what you're putting in and what you're getting out. So how many sales do you need to cover your software per month? Start to look at it that way and make it a goal to make that many course sales per month to cover your software, and then some. Okay, so that was why I chose Kartra. If you have any other further questions, please let me know in the Facebook group. Please, I want you to do your own research, find what works for you, but this definitely is what works for me right now, and I'm excited about that. So if you want to sign up, definitely use my affiliate link. And next upcoming in the course, we're going to talk more about pricing your course, talking more about the tech steps you need to do to launch a course, and hopefully we will getting more into the nitty-gritty of online course creation. So thank you.